with settlement. It is tenanted at the moment. The tenants are vacating in the middle of April, so we can from 30, 60, 90 days we can offer you vacant possession of the property. So as I say, it is tenanted at the moment. The tenants have given a notice to vacate in the middle of April, so any time from 30 days right the way through to 90 days from today's date, we can offer you vacant possession of this wonderful property here on Ferntree Gully Road. And of course it is a public auction. If you are the successful bidder, then you're signing an unconditional contract here today. Cristine, Tracy Tsang are here to assist you, Peter, with your bidding and competition today, to write the bids down and to give yourself that best chance to purchase the property here today. We are offering you the auction in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for your inspection before the start of today's auction. Those auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property after it's been knocked down to the successful bidder. Our vendors have reserved price as the auctioneer. I will indicate bidders on request and permits vendor bids. The words I use to indicate I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I as the auctioneer can make a vendor bid. Well, buyers, those terms no different to what you'd expect to find at any auction throughout the state of Victoria. As I said, the team, Peter, Tracy and Cristine, they're all here today to assist you with your bidding, to write the bids down, to give yourself that best possible opportunity to purchase today, to put your search at an end, and to have a photo next to the board with the sold sticker on it today. That's your opportunity here in the next half an hour or so, buyers. And I know that it is a wonderful opportunity. It is a blank canvas, as we've identified through the marketing, some 675 square metres of land, and certainly the land, if you take a look along the strip here, the land is definitely where buyers and people are seeing the value at the moment. Some great construction occurring along Ferntree Gully Road, and a wonderful rectangular allotment, as you can see from the marketing here, some 16.8 metres across the front, affords you the opportunity to build a wonderful family home. The home itself gives you some scope if you're looking for a home to move into or a home to add to your investment portfolio. I'm sure the 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, the layout there, it gives you some great scope to do some updates, to do some renovations inside, and you've got a solid family home and foundation to work with here. Of course, central to all the amenities, public transport, Brandon Park's on your doorstep, only moments further to Glen, Waverley, the shopping, the railway station, and the other direction, of course, you'll get to Wellers Hill shopping, Eastlink in one direction, Monash Freeway in the other. The stage is set, buyers. It's a great opportunity. Who's going to be the first one to start us off today? 765 Ferntree Gully Road here in Wellers Hill, buyers. Off we're going to get underway. Where do we start? Where do we go here today, buyers? Where in your hands? Don't mind the offer to get started. What do we say? Opening bidder offer here today, guys. Don't mind the offer. Where do we start? Where do we go? Welcome to you. I asked for an opening bid. I didn't ask for a good one, but we've got one there at $750 to start. At $750,000, the opening bid is there. Let's make it nice and easy and move together. Vendor bid at $1 million and call for a $20,000 rise from there. At one's the call. Can we say 20 on top? That hand in the air, give yourself a chance now. The vendor bid to $1 million to get us in the right direction from here. At $1 million, call it 20 on top. What do we say? At one's called 20,000 in the rise. Give yourself a chance now. At $1 million, call it 20 on top. What do we say? At one's a call at 20. Can we say yes or no? At $1 million, do we say 20 now? At 20, welcome back there. At $1,020,000, say 40 anywhere now. At $1,021,000 in the competition, need more. At $1 million and 20,000 is the rise. At $1,020,000, we've got it here now. At $1,020,000, do we say 40 on top? At $1,020,000, your competition's there in front, buyers. At $1,020,000, we all done? Surely not. At $1,020,000, first call, then all done. At $1,020,000, the bid's here in front at $1,020,000, 20,000 or better bid. We'll keep you in the auction. Can we tempt you in here? 40 now, welcome. At 40 and 60, straight back, got to be quick. At 40 and 60, straight back, can we say now? At 40 and 60, here or anywhere at all. At $1,040,000, can we say 60 on top? At $1,040,000, can we say 60 now? Taking 20 only at this stage. At $1,040,000 at 60 now, and 80, can we offer it here? At $1,060,000, we'll call it 80 or maybe straight to 1.1. At $1,060,000, we've got bid. At 60 over $1 million here at $1,060,000. $60,000 to call. At 106, at 80, can we say? Take 80, sir. Come with me, make it 20, call it 80. At 60, make it 80 in the rise. At 80 it is now. At 1,080,000, call it 1.1. At 1,080,000, Cristine's there at 1,080,000, call it 1.1 in the rise here, or anywhere at all now. At 1,080,000, next bid got to be 1.1. At 1.1, welcome back. At 1,000,001, call it 20. At 1,000,001's the call. At 1,000,001, bidding is here. We've had competition between two. At 1,000,001, maybe where we should have started today, but we're here anyway. At 1,100,000, can we say 20, sir? At 1,000,001. 20,000 in the rise is what you need to get moving here. At $1,100,000, can we tempt you here with 20,000 in the rise? At $1,100,000 in front. Bidding's there. At 1,000,001, are we all done? Well, call away first time. At $1,100,000. Second call now. At 1,000,001, bidding's there. Peter, is there 20 or better bid here? At $1,100,000, need to know your instructions there. At $1,100,000, are we in? Are we out for 20 or better bid anywhere? We've had two in the competition. Everyone welcome, of course. At $1,100,000, first time. At 1,000,001. Second call. At $1,100,000. Are we done? Are we finished? At $1,100,000, you're holding the highest bid here against you earlier. Maybe some interest from there as well, Cristine. At $1,100,000, well, call away third and final time. 1,100,000 is the highest bid. We've had some competition from here as well. At 1,000,001's the call, bidders and buyers. Here's your opportunity. At $1,100,000, can we see a $20,000 rise? I'll take 10 if that helps, sir. At 1,000,001's the call, can we say 10 to keep it moving there? At 1,000,001 or anyone else here today? $1,100,000 biddings in front there. At 1,000,001. 10 will keep it moving. 0 will talk to the highest bidder first and foremost today. 1,000,001's the offer here in front now. $1,100,000. Cristine, I'm offering 10,000 or better bid. At 1,000,001, can we make it 10 or better offer from here? 675 square metres of land, prime position, great 3-bedroom home. Offers you some scope for updating if you'd like, or do as many in the street have done, and looking at building a new home. Those options are all available for the purchaser buyers. At 1,000,001's the call. Can we see you back in, sir, for 10, or new bidding at all? 10, welcome there, and 20, can we say? At 10's bidding away 20, and get the next one ready, Cristine. At 1,000,001, 10, do we say 20? 20 now, and 30 is it here. At 20 we've got 30, is it now in the rise? At 1,000,001, 20, do we say 30 here or there? At 1,000,001, 20 in front. 10,000 or better bid. 1,000,001, 20, back with the original bidder. Can we say another 10? 1,000,001, 20 we've got. 1,000,001, 20. 10,000 or better bid. 1,000,001, 20. Got 20 there already. Needs to be 30. You're next in turn at 30. 30. And 40 is at Tracy here. 30 we've got. 40 now. Get the next one ready. At 1,000,130 is at 40 here. At 1,000,130 do we say 40? 40 here. And 50 in the rise. At 40 we've got 50, your turn. At 40 we've got and 50 now. At 50's bid and 60, what do we say? At 50's bid and 60, can we offer it again? At 1,150, haven't forgotten about you here, sir, of course. At 1,150 the offer. At 1,150 we've got bid here. 1,150. Highest bidder will have the first opportunity to buy if you don't get a better bid. At 1,150, do we say another 10? At 1,150, do we say another 10 here? At 1,150, we've got it locked away there. At 1,150. 60 now. Do we go 70? At 60's bid, do we go 70 now? At 1,160 here. At 1,160, do we say 70 in the rise? Peter, maybe some instructions straight ahead if you wouldn't mind just here. At 60's bid, maybe 70 now. At 60's bid, maybe 70 in the rise. At 60's the call, can we say 70? 70 now, welcome back. At 1,170,000. Do we say 80? 1,170,000, highest bid is there. $1,170,000. Can we go again for 10? Won't take you 5 at this stage. Come with me for 10, you'll have the lead again. 1,170,000 needs to be 80. 1,170,000 if not, we offer the property first, the highest bidder there. At $1,170,000. That's here on my right hand side. 1,170,000. Are we sure? At $1,170,000. Tracy Tsang, give you a moment to think about your offer. Just going to submit the 1,170,000 to the vendors and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Thank you. Thanks for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. Submitted the highest bid, $1,170,000. Instructions from the vendors are to accept that $5,000 rise and move together from there at $1,175,000. Tracy, if you just confirm the 5 in the call from there. At 75, the 5 is acceptable and we move together with that as the highest bid. At $1,175,000, I offer you the same courtesy here or anywhere at all, of course. At $1,175,000, can we say 80 in the rise? At $1,175,000, can we say 80 now? At $1,175,000, Cristine, we say 80, or do we head straight inside with the highest bidder? At $1,175,000, is that our best? Are we all done here? At $1,175,000, what's the call? At $1,175,000. $80 now, welcome back. At $1,180,000 and 5, can we offer it again? At 80 we've got, can we say 5 on top? At 80 we've got, can we say 5 now to keep the auction rolling? Or do we give them the first right to buy? At 80 is the call, can we say 5 again? Tracy here. $1,180,000 across to my right hand side. $1,180,000, 5 is what you need to get back on top. At $1,180,000. Do we say another 5? At $1,180,000. Are we all done and finished here today, buyers? At $1,180,000. Here's your 3 calls to get your final bid in. At $1,180,000 once. Second time now. At $1,180,000. Another 5? Sure. $1,180,000, that's the high number. If there's interest here, please let me know. $1,180,000 there. Another 5. 85, Cristine. Do we go 90? 85, we've got there. 85. 90 now. 90's bid at 1,190,000. 1,190,000. Is that the last roll of dice? $1,190,000. It's offered here then the first time at 1,190,000 is the call. Second opportunity there at $1,190,000. 1,190,000. Can't take less than 5, but happy to take 5. $1,190,000. If not, the instructions are very clear from the owners, and that's to offer the property to the highest bidder here. Tracy, I need to know, do we have further interest today, or are we all done? $1,190,000. Can't take less than 5 at this stage at $1,190,000. That bid away here, $1,190,000. Well done and finished, buyers. It's very clear that at this point we offer the property to the highest bidder at $1,190,000. Called away third and final time. Last chance and finished here at $1,190,000. Well, sir, congratulations. We'll pass the property into you. You'll have that first right to purchase the property today at our vendors reserved. To those that have missed out, do stick around. I'm sure we'll have a result very shortly. On behalf of the vendors and Ray White, thanks for attending the auction here today, and have a great weekend. Thank you.